What is up, YouTube? Tiffy Stacey here, and I'm back with my Ask Tiffy Stacey segment because it's Ask Tiffy Stacey Thursday. And this question comes from Sweet CA, and she basically asked, if I can find my paper, she asked, do you think wigs or braids are better for a protective style? Well, Sweet CA, here's the thing. I don't have a problem so much against braids and weaves and wigs. It's just that the issue comes from the fact that you have to still maintain some kind of healthy hair regimen to get your hair in the best shape possible. I think the problem with us as black women getting braids and weaves and wigs is that we always neglect our hair. We think that, hey, I don't have to do my hair, because my hair is in this certain style. But no, you still have to make sure you do all the good stuff like shampooing, conditioning, deep conditioning actually, making sure you do protein treatments, making sure your trims are in, or your ends are trimmed, every so often if you're one of those types of people that like to make sure your ends are looking good. But you have to make sure you do all these things. But anyway, before I get into that, I actually want to go into the pros and cons of getting braids and wigs. So first of all, for braids, one of the pros is that your scalp can basically breathe. Now, the thing is with me with braids, I work out, so I don't like styles that keep in the sweat and all that nasty stuff. I like for my scalp to breathe. That's very important to me. Another thing is that you can wear braids anywhere from 2 to 3 months, and hey, that's pretty decent. You don't have to really do anything to your hair. I mean, you can wear it up, you can wear it down. It's whatever you feel like it. And you can also shampoo it, make sure it's clean. What I used to do is I would put some shampoo in a bottle, and then I would dilute the bottle, and then I would spray it on my scalp and, massage it. And then I would let the water run and, take all that dirt and all that stuff away. And let it air dry. And then after that was done, I would use braid spray. It was easy cheesy for like 2 months, 3 months. And so, and thirdly, you don't have to worry about making sure it's on straight. As long as your braids were put in pretty good, your hair should be fine. You should be looking good for a couple of months. Anyway, some of the cons. First and foremost, the most important thing is hair loss. Of course, you're going to shed. After you take them out, you're going to see that you've shed a lot. You're going to have big clumps of hair. That's kind of scary. But remember that your hair basically sheds anywhere from 50 to 100 strands per day. But the problem is, the big issue here is the fact that braids cause breakage. Now, when I went and got braids the last time, this was like maybe 2.5 years ago. I'm going to show you a picture real quick. Now, what happened was the women that were actually getting their braids done next to me, like all 3 of them, none of them had hair in the front. And this scared me out to death. I'm like, you know what? This will be the first and last time I get braids because I'm not looking like that. So, it was really sad too. It was really sad to see. But, hey, that's the price you pay for that. But anyway, another thing, one of the cons is that it causes buildup, and sometimes people have a hard time keeping stuff like that clean. But as I said, or I didn't say, making sure you shampoo once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's enough, and you'll be good to go. And another thing is that it takes forever to put the braids in. You might as well, if you're going to get braids done, you might as well just know that that whole day is going to be shot. You're not going to have anything. You should not plan anything else for your day besides getting your braids done. And the same goes for if you're taking them out. So that's usually a day worth of work. And anyway, and fourthly, actually, getting your braids put in too tight, that's a problem. what happens is you're basically going to either have to take them out, or you're going to have to suffer through the pain and wait until the pain subsides, which is usually like a week, because mine were kind of tight and my head hurt for like a week. But you know, it was okay, it was fine, I got through it. Anyway, let me give you some of the pros and cons of wearing wigs. Now, I don't wear wigs, so I don't know a whole lot of things, but I know I have a wig and I've worn it, and it's not my thing, it's not my scene. Now, but if you ladies want to chime in and give your pros and cons on these on braids and wigs, you can. It's fine. This is a community. We need to help each other. So anyway, the pros of wearing wigs is that usually the good thing is that you can maintain a healthy hair regimen and still rock, you know, your wig and keep your hair healthy underneath. That's always a good thing. But and secondly, they're interchangeable. You can get different types of wigs, different types of styles. You can rock a different look every day if you want. And that's basically all the pros I have for that. The cons for that, the cons for wearing wigs is that you can't access your scalp. As I said, I'm a workout person. I don't like feeling claustrophobia of the scalp. So that's a bad thing. So, and also secondly, wig combs is a big deal. Those wig combs can cause breakage, you know, in the front, on your edges. So that's something to also consider. And thirdly, if you have a bad wig, it's going to look like a bad wig. So that's another thing to consider. Now, the big thing with me though is whether you get wigs or weaves or whatever everything you're considering, you must always maintain a healthy hair regimen. As I said before, shampooing, conditioning, deep conditioning, and when you shampoo, either clarifying or making sure you're using some kind of acidic shampoo, and also doing protein treatments. Actually, I recommend doing protein treatments before any kind of style you're getting. If you're getting braids, make sure you do a protein treatment, and you can use eggs or mayo, or you can use the G you can get from Sally's. And also trims, making sure your ends are trimmed before you get any of these styles done, you know, to cut down on the split ends, and your hair will be healthier because of it. And also going with more low maintenance type styles. You know, the braids are fine in moderation, as the weaves are getting like sew-ins and all that other stuff, but don't depend on that stuff because it's not going to be good in the long run. But anyway, I hope that helps. Hey, as always, subscribe and comment to me. Hit me up on Twitter at Tiffy Stacey, and also hit me up on Facebook. Like my page. I'm trying to get Tiffy Stacey at the end of the URL, and I think I need like 25 people in order to get that. So I have 8 right now, so I'm counting on all of you to like me, and hopefully I can get that. You know, I'll be fine with just 25 people. I'll be fine with that. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back next week with an Ask Tiffy Stacey video. So stay tuned.